What's up everybody, Emperor John Keel 3D Gaming here with another video, and it's back again to how to get started. This time, it's for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I know I did this for Dragon Ball The Breakers, and I did this for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, but I think it is also time to do it for Sparking Zero. Now, as many of you may know, Sparking Zero is a very different type of control style than the other Dragon Ball games we're used to. This game was made for people from my era. So, how to get started with the plethora of 186 characters plus their transformations, you want to find the character who's tailored to your abilities, to your skills, and who you want to invest into getting their proficiency and wanting to invest putting different power capsules to make your character better. And that was a key thing in the old Budokai games and the Tenkaichi games, capsules and ability power-ups to make your character better when you take them into combat. Now you're going to have a lot of people that are just going to go for wanting to upgrade Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Jiren, the people that are very high powered. But in this game, if you don't know, you can actually power up a character that might seem inferior but is actually very, very powerful. What you want to look at though is every character's transformation and techniques in their technique information tab. You'll know what transformations you can do for this particular version of the character and what abilities they have, because everyone's attacks and techniques are very different. Even your opponent, when you face your opponent, you don't know what they have on them that could increase their strength and their power. And with me, a lot of people are going to be like, well, John, who did you choose? Since Tenkaichi 3, Raging Blast 2, and any other game he's appeared in, it's always been one-armed Future Gohan. He is my ride or die, so I have upgraded him to personally be a character tailored for me, since Gohan has always been the underdog that rises to the him status, especially when it came to the Cell Saga. But we never see the true power of this Gohan due to the problems of A, he, in the future timeline, didn't have nobody to help train him besides Trunks, and B, his powers were held back significantly due to what was going on and to the trauma of watching his father die. That's like some of the main elements on why he could never exceed his true power. But in this game, my personal character, being Future Gohan as my preference, my character, even with one arm, you would think, oh, he's not that skilled, he can't be that good with one arm. But never judge a book by its cover. He is very powerful. I cranked up his abilities to the max, and it could make it seem like that my Super Saiyan 1 Future Gohan can be on par with the God characters. Hell, Gods of Destruction type characters. I go into practice with this character. I practice him in the World Tournament modes. I practice him in the offline modes, and I've practiced him on the online modes, trying to get his proficiency up very high so he could be one of my most powerhouse hitters. Because if I hit you with my ult in this game, my ult is very powerful that it could damn near take a bar and a half, sometimes 2 bars. And that's just me putting the minimal amount of capsules on him that are like 2-star level. I haven't tried putting 3-star stuff because I'm still learning it myself. Now what you want to do is when you go to the shop or you go to customize, this is where you're going to spend the time of figuring out what capsules that you want to put on each of your characters. And the capsules could affect a character already. A character can already be very powerful, very skilled in what they have. But if you want to just like constantly do different builds, you're given basically about 7 slots, about 6 or 7 slots to put capsules on your character. And I thought that, personally, I thought that if you put the higher level ones, there would be a limit to that. But no, there is no limit to that. There really is no limit of which star-based capsule, because the highest level is 3-star capsules. You can actually put 7 3-star capsules to increase your power output. But sometimes, certain capsules do have drawbacks. And I learned that the hard way when I was playing the game on a higher difficulty in the Cell Saga tournament mode. Now, you could definitely feel the effect if you do not read what these things do. That's why it's encouraged to create different loadouts, customize different abilities, and do not mind my dog in the background. For some reason, he's barking his head off. Anyway, but if not, you can always go into the battle training mode for close attacks, minimal attacks. It'll teach you everything, the control style, if you're a newer fan to this type of control scheme. Now, if you're an old head Tenkaichi fan like me, you don't need to go into this kind of training. Training is just a formality to make you feel good and be like, oh, you know what, let me brush up my skills a little bit. Let me go into the practice. What the cool thing is, you can actually practice with your friend online. That's cool, because in the older games, if you had two controllers, you can go into the pause menu and set it to player versus player or player versus CPU. And player versus player means you and your friend can just go ham on each other, no consequences, practice your abilities, and get each other more powerful. And I'm glad that that is kept in this game, where I can just invite a buddy of mine and we can just duke it out the entire time. Blow up the map, throw each other through buildings, test out different builds. We can truly see who could be the better warrior. It really gives you that feeling that the show gives you, or what they explain to you, or what we says in the show and in the manga, where he says most Saiyans or characters who train together get stronger together. Instead of the traditional 1 versus 1 training, you'll get a full training between yourself and your friend. And I think that is a really cool feature. And then another way to help yourself get the items you need, play the battle mode. The battle mode is just, yes, 1 versus 1 online or fighting the computer, but it really gives you a chance to test out your abilities. Test out, is this build good, or do I need to work on this build? That's what it does, and that's what it feels like. And I truly enjoy having to go in and be like, okay, maybe I didn't do this build right, let's try this one. Alright, this one works, but what can I do to make it better? It really feels like the older games, especially when you want to make your character the best character it wants to be. And this was also emphasized in Raging Blast 2. That's why I love Raging Blast 2 so much, and I could compare a lot of the inspiration from this game to that one, because that game is just about making your character better and making it more in line with the kind of player you are. So, with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I hope you guys understood what I was giving you, some advice on how to get started, where to look, where to go, how to get what you need, how to build what you need so you can be a better character and a better player as the game goes on. So that's all I gotta say of how everyone has to get started in this game. I'll probably upload a couple of gameplays, so be sure to check them out when they drop. This is Emperor John Keel 3D Gaming. Be sure to like, subscribe, favorite, and I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll see you all next time, my next video, next live stream, next short, whichever. I will see you all next time.